Hello, YouTube. James Baker, CPA here, and today I have a special guest with me, a client and a buddy of mine, Will Mitchell. He is down in Belize. He is a real estate expert and a lifestyle finance aspiring guru. And yeah, I'm bringing him on the call to talk a little bit about different investments in Belize and what it is to own real estate in Belize and some of the different opportunities that are available, because they have a lot of awesome real estate down there. And a lot of my clients and people I know have been interested in buying up these lots. So not just necessarily a plug for Will, but also to talk about what it is to buy real estate in another country and what it is to what's the process like and how is it investing in other countries. So that's kind of the point of this video here. So thanks for coming on the channel, Will.
Thank you for having me, James. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. This is a first for me to have a guest like this on.
Sweet.
So let me start out. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you guys are doing down in Belize and what you got going on. Just let us know a little bit about what's going on so we can get this started.
So I'll give you the high level bullet points because we could go on a big rant here, but I've been in the real estate industry down here for several years. Started out with RE/MAX 2 years ago, acquired the regional rights for RE/MAX in Belize. So we now have 12 offices countrywide, 80 agents. We do numerous development projects in the country. We've authored the book, The Investor's Guide to Belize Real Estate, which really is a detailed overview of investing in Belize. That's available on Amazon, and really try to just be the go-to guys when it comes to investing in Belize and the real estate market here.
I didn't know you guys wrote a book. That's awesome. The Investor's Guide to Belize Real Estate. So what are some of... Yeah, send me a copy. I have my book here too. Coming to America and Keeping Your Money. It's also on Amazon, but if you come visit me, yeah, I'm doing my tour. I'm doing my world tour. book signings across the planet. So so what kind of properties do you guys have down there? Like where are the best properties that you have available?
So just to give you a breakdown of the country, I mean, Belize really has two components. We have the island/keys component, and then we have a mainland component. So depending on what someone's looking for, like if you're a viewer and you're potentially interested in retiring abroad, then really it's whatever your preference is. But if you're a financial investor, you're looking to, potentially reallocate some capital abroad, in general, I always recommend looking at Ambergris Caye. Ambergris Caye is the largest island in Belize. We see Belize. Approximately 43% of it. There we go.
We're going to Ambergris Caye. This is it, right?
That's okay. It. That's the one. I'm sitting right there now. So the reason investors generally tend to focus on Ambergris Caye is because regardless of whether you're looking for cash flow or equity appreciation, this is a tourism-driven market. So if you are looking to make a cash flow investment, buying, apartment units or resort, whatever it might be, you need heads to get in those beds to generate your rental income. The flip side of that as well, the appreciation generally on the island is averaging about 8% per annum. So from an investment standpoint, the numbers really back the market up. And yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of
is this
where
water
we are right now.
Is this like a bay?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so it's like the
bay.
Florida Keys. It's like the Keys a little bit.
Exactly. And like the way the island's laid out, it's 24 miles long. It's 3 miles wide at its widest point. And then the bottom, you have that bay, which kind of divides two legs. So as you're kind of scanning around there, we actually have a development down here that is really inspired Florida Keys. It's called Mahogany Bay. See it right in that little middle area there. It looks like the kind of, there you go. Let's see. There you go. You're going to pull it up.
Okay. So you got all these lots. This guy got a tiny home. Looks nice. Oh, as a pool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah. You got to have the pool. But, I mean, the real opportunity right now in the market is there's everyone who's kind of invested for cash flow has really built studio, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom. We use a lot of different apps to kind of collect data and see, what the layout of the market is right now. And we have a major gap in larger home rentals. We don't have many villas. So we have a lot of our clients doing that right now. We really specialize in land and development because in general, if you're buying a home that's already completed or an apartment that's already completed, those are selling for 30 to 45% above the replacement cost. So our real wheelhouse is in development.
Yeah, and I know I worked with a lot of basically every aspect of every person on your team I've worked with. You guys have lots of lots available. This is a great opportunity, and you guys are honest, and it's a real thing. So that's all I can say there. If you want to know more about Belize, quick plug, check out Will's channel. I'll put it in the description below. He has basically just all about Belize and why you want to go there. So if you have some extra money, it might be something to consider investing in some real estate there. So how's the process if I want to buy a lot and get it developed? What's the process, Will? How do I do it?
So we've kind of streamlined it and broken it down into several steps here. First thing to note, the reason we chose Belize, it's British common law, it's full foreign ownership, it's fee simple title. You can have your name on the title. You could have James set you up a US LLC, which can actually be the owner of the property. A lot of our owners use a corporate structure called an IBC, an International Business Corporation, which you could then have yourself own or your LLC own. So we really focus on those properties, fee simple title. If you do decide you want one, it really depends what your objective is. We could guide you to different properties. If it's a financial investment, a lifestyle purchase, whatever it might be. But basically, when you have the land, we then have project managers, architects, builders, all the most reputable, people that have been in the industry for decades here that we've done dozens of projects with, and really just have broken this down to be as easy as possible for people looking to come down here. But the true foundation of the market is the ownership rights. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't such great foreign ownership rights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super important, especially when investing in a foreign country, is knowing how secure and stable your investment is going to be. Is the government going to snatch it up? Is someone going to just move on and take your property? And having the British common law, I talked to, David about it a lot more. And it's, having real deeds and real property rights that are sustainable and over time and over history is like super important, especially when it's something that remote where you're not going to be there all the time. So
yeah. It's critical.
That's pretty awesome. So quick drive from, what's that, like an hour drive to Mexico? An hour drive. Cancun is like a 3-hour drive?
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I mean, the northern point of our island, technically it would be a peninsula, but the British were really smart back in the day, and they went up to where you see a little division between Ambergris Caye and Mexico, and they carved a little channel there. And the northern point of the island's a national park, so you can't drive from the island. But on the mainland, you can drive up, and it takes we border Mexico, so you would cross in Corozal, go to Chetumal, and you can be in Tulum in like 2 hours.
Awesome. So this is like the little thing, like you said, there's like a bridge or something. Oh yeah, it's like. So how do you get back? Can you drive to the mainland? It goes from here, right?
No, you got to fly to the island or they have a water taxi, or you fly in. Those are the two ways you come in.
Oh, exclusive. Okay. So I have to fly to the island. And do they have direct flights from like Miami?
Direct to Belize International. You'd land there. And then from there, James, you're our VIP guest. But yeah, you'd have to fly we have 2 local airlines. One of those 2 will fly you in. It's a 15-minute flight over this beautiful turquoise blue water. It's just unbelievably beautiful.
15-minute flight
on the
so
island.
Small plane, yeah.
It's a little van, 14-seater puddle jumper plane. But I mean, it's beautiful too. And like the government's done a lot of stuff that's really great for the country, but also great for real estate investors. Like 43% of the country is dedicated to national park and marine reserve. So
it's very green.
Be developed, which it's very green. And we're a young country too. We don't have any franchise fast food restaurants or anything like that yet. So we're an infancy market, but we also have restraints on development because so much of it is national park and marine reserve.
Cool. Another question for you. I'm beeping all over the place. I don't know what. I have a Slack thing up, and I'm about to close it. Okay, so another question. I know we have our service here, and we have some time. What's it like as a for my clients and my viewers, if I have a guy from Spain who wants to leave Spain and get a tax residence in a place with no taxes, what's the process like if you have a guy instead of going to Dubai or instead of going to Panama, is Belize another option for going to get tax residency and to like have a life, have a work on your online business, have a U.S. company and pay no taxes? That's what all I talk about on my channel. Is Belize a great spot for that? Is it easy to get residents there? How does that work?
Good question. So there's two ways you can do it. The first way would be the temporary investment residency program, which if you invest 250,000 US, it could be in real estate, it could be in a business, you would then qualify for that program. That's probably the fastest way to do it. If you were going to go the more traditional route, how that would work, you come into Belize, you can, when you enter, they stamp your passport, you're issued a 30-day tourist visa. Then you can renew that tourist visa in perpetuity as long as you'd like. So every 30 days, you go to the immigration office, you tell them you want to stay 30 more days, they'll then issue you 30 more days. Once you've been in the country for a year, you can then apply to be a permanent resident. So there's two routes. One of them, you got to be here for a year. The other one, you invest a little bit of money. Both get you to the same objective.
And it's also a territorial tax system. So if you're sitting in Belize and you're making your money on the internet, you're flying other places, you're consulting, whatever you're doing, if Belizeans aren't paying you directly, then you don't really have to pay any taxes in Belize, right?
Correct.
Great. So in conclusion, if you're looking for that tax residency, Dubai's too hot, too expensive, Panama's too urban, and you want to have that option where you can, have a house, have residency, pay no taxes, Belize could be a great option. And you have Will's information here to contact him to buy that lot and get that house developed, right? He has it all. He's the connect in Belize. They own the whole island. They got it. So
reach out. We're happy to help.
Reach out. I'm telling you, there's a lot of options around the country for these kind of for like a tax-free residence to be a digital nomad. And Belize is as good an option as any. Look, you're right in the thick of it. You're right next to Mexico. Love Mexico. And you have all this. You can go right to Cancun. You can go right to these places. You get a boat, fly there yourself. You're also really close to Honduras. If you want to go to Honduras. No,
Honduras, you got that.
Yeah, Guatemala too, right there. So
we've got the waterfalls, the reef. We have the largest living reef in the world, just off the coastline. If you're on the beach over here, you can literally see the waves breaking at any point.
This is it, right? This is the reef right here that we're looking. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Let me show I'm still looking at the map. Geeking out over here. I love maps. So this is the reef, right?
It's just loading for me. We got, okay, yeah, that's the reef. That line, and it goes across the entire country. It used to be called the Belize Barrier Reef. They actually changed the name to the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef because it goes all the way up to Mexico and all the way down to Guatemala. So it's the largest.
You've been out here? You take your boat to the Great Blue Hole?
Oh, yeah, of course.
How far of a boat ride is this?
So to get to that first place, an atoll is like an island that has a reef all the way around it. So Turnip Atoll is this massive atoll. We usually go out there. It takes like 45 minutes from the island on a calm day. And then if you want to go to Lighthouse Reef, it would take you an hour and a half to 2 hours. But the fishing over in those areas is just insane.
And then this is the Great Blue Hole for diving. But you can take your boat over this. It's more shallow, right?
Yeah, you can boat over there and go look down and sit over a big blue hole.
Be like me, just get anxiety and just lay on the boat and just lay down. Oh man, this is cool. I'm glad we came into this call with no plan. I think it's going really well. I think this is really interesting for me too.
Good about it.
I told you it would go pretty well. So I don't know if you guys like the video. I liked it. I'll be commenting below. If you like the video and you want to see more videos of me and Will talking about Belize, I think we'll do it again. Comment, like the video, share it with your friends. Follow Will's page. His page is probably more fun than mine, less technical. Follow us both. And let us know if we can help. I can help you with your offshore structures, tax planning. Will can help you with your real estate, basically anything interested about Belize. And I guess that's it. Thanks for coming on the channel, Will. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, James. Look forward to hearing from any of your viewers.
Okay, likewise. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Signing off. Click the button.